Hey everyone, and welcome to Everyday English Desk. I'm Ben.
And I'm Janet. We're here to help you learn English through everyday conversations.
Today we're talking about something that's pretty universal, coffee shops. Whether you're traveling, living in an English-speaking country, or just want to practice your English.
Right.
And knowing how to order coffee and snacks in English is super useful. So we're going to cover all the key phrases, vocabulary, and
And we're going to share some of our own coffee shop disasters too.
yeah, we definitely will. So, Janet, let's start with you. What's your relationship of coffee shops like?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm basically one of those people who lives in coffee shops. Like I probably spend more money on coffee than I do on groceries, which is it's a problem, honestly.
Yeah, that's a pretty common one, though.
But I love the whole experience, like walking in, smelling the coffee, the little ritual of ordering. But here's the thing. I used to be so nervous about ordering at coffee shops. I had some serious anxiety about it.
Really? What made you nervous?
Oh, everything. Like the sizes are confusing, and then there's all the milk options, and the baristas asking me questions really fast, and there's a line behind me.
Oh, yeah, all the pressure.
Yes, and I would just panic and order the same thing every time, like a regular coffee with milk. That's it. So boring.
But you know what? That's actually a totally valid strategy for beginners, having a one safe order that you know how to say clearly.
Yeah, it definitely helped me build confidence until I was comfortable.
And has your order evolved since then, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I'm totally predictable. It's a medium oat milk latte with an extra shot, and if I'm feeling fancy, I'll add vanilla syrup.
Fancy.
What about you, Ben? Are you a coffee shop person?
I am. I'm more of a simple black coffee guy, but I do have my moments. When I do, I research the menu online first. I know exactly what I want before I get there.
Really? Just black coffee? That's so Ben.
Hey, it works. But in all seriousness, if you're feeling nervous about ordering in English, check out the menu online first. Most coffee shops have their menus on their websites or apps.
That's such a good tip. You can even practice saying your order out loud at home.
Exactly. Okay, so let's dive into the actual language. Janet, when you walk into a coffee shop, what's usually the first thing someone says to you?
Usually, hi, what can I get for you? Or what can I get started for you? Oh, and sometimes, how's your day going if it's not super busy?
Good examples. And the key thing for learners is you don't have to answer everything perfectly. A simple good thanks for the day question, and then you can just jump right into your order.
Right. And you can start with hi or hello, and then say, can I have or I'd like. Those are super safe ways to start your order.
Yep. So let's talk about the actual drink names. This is where it gets interesting because different coffee shops use different terms. But let's start with the basics. Janet, what are some common coffee drinks everyone should know?
Okay, so the basic ones are coffee, just regular black coffee. That's Ben's favorite, of course.
That's right.
Lattes, my go-to, that's coffee with steamed milk. Cappuccino, coffee with steamed milk but more foam. And then there's the Americano, which is espresso with hot water. It tastes like regular coffee, but it's made differently.
Great. And don't forget about espresso itself. That's the strong, concentrated coffee that comes in a tiny cup. Some people love it. Some people, well, let's just say it's an acquired taste.
It's so strong. But what about cold drinks, like iced coffee, frappuccinos, cold brew?
Good point. So, iced coffee is just regular coffee served cold with ice. Cold brew is coffee that's been steeped in cold water for a long time. It's smoother and less acidic.
Right, and frappuccinos are like coffee milkshakes, basically. They're blended with ice and usually have whipped cream on top.
Now, here's something important for our listeners: sizes. Dennett mentioned this earlier. Different coffee shops use different size names, but let's cover the most common one.
Oh, right, the confusing ones. So at that one big chain, it's tall, grande, and venti. But at other places, it might be small, medium, and large. Or sometimes just small and large.
Exactly. And here's a tip. If you're confused, you can always point at the cup sizes and say, this size, or ask, what sizes do you have?
Yes, don't be embarrassed to ask questions. The baristas are usually really helpful.
Now, let's talk about customizing your drink. This is where you can really practice your English, but it can also be overwhelming. Janet, what are some common customizations?
Okay, so first there's milk options. You can get regular milk or non-dairy milk, like almond milk, oat milk, soy milk, coconut milk. There are so many now.
Right.
And you can say with oat milk or can I get almond milk instead? Oh, and sweeteners. Sugar, honey, artificial sweeteners, or flavored syrups like vanilla, caramel, hazelnut.
And temperature options too. You can ask for extra hot, or if you want iced drinks but not too cold, you can ask for light ice.
Oh, yeah. Or no whipped cream if you don't want that. I always forget about that one.
Perfect. So let's put this together. What might a complete order sound like, Janet?
Hi, can I have a medium latte with oat milk and 1 pump of vanilla syrup, please?
Sounds perfect. And don't forget to say please and thank you. It makes such a difference. Now, let's talk about food, because coffee shops aren't just about coffee anymore. Janet, what kind of snacks and food can you typically find?
Oh, everything. Pastries like croissants, muffins, scones, Danish pastries, bagels with cream cheese or other toppings, cookies, brownies, cake slices.
Yep, and sandwiches.
Yes, sandwiches, wraps, sometimes salads, and a lot of places have breakfast items too, like breakfast sandwiches or oatmeal.
Good. And the language for ordering food is usually pretty straightforward. You can say, and can I also get, or I'll have the blueberry muffin too, or just point and say, and one of those, please.
Pointing is totally okay, especially if you're not sure how to pronounce something. Like, I still struggle with croissant sometimes.
That's a tough one. Okay, now let's cover some alternative terms, because this is where it gets really interesting. Different regions, different coffee shops, sometimes even different baristas might use different words for the same thing.
Oh, this is so true. Like, some places call it a coffee shop, but others call it a cafe or coffee house.
Right, and barista is the person making your coffee, but some places might just say server or the person might introduce themselves with their name.
And for ordering, instead of can I have, you might hear people say, I'll take, or could I get, or even just 1 medium latte, please. If you tuned in to our episode about ordering at restaurants, you might already be familiar with some of these phrases.
Exactly. For drinks, regular coffee might be called drip coffee, house coffee, or coffee of the day. These all mean basically the same thing.
And sometimes milk is called dairy, like, would you like any dairy with that? Instead of, do you want milk?
Good one. And for sizes, besides the tall, grande, and venti system that one chain uses, you might hear regular instead of medium, or large might be called extra large.
Oh, and payments. They might ask, will that be cash or card, or how would you like to pay? Some places also ask for here or to go, which means,
Are you drinking it in the cafe or taking it with you? Some places say dine in or take away, or eat in or take out, all the same thing.
right. And at the end, they usually tell you your total and might say something like, your order will be ready at the end of the counter, or we'll call your name when it's ready.
Perfect. So let's give our listeners a quick confidence boost. Remember, coffee shop interactions are usually pretty forgiving. People are generally patient, especially if you're polite.
Yes, and if you mess up or need to change your order, just say, sorry, could I actually get, or wait, can I change that to? It happens all the time, even with native speakers.
Absolutely. The key is to start simple and build your confidence over time. Maybe start with just coffee and milk, and then gradually add more customizations as you get more comfortable.
And practice at home. Seriously, everyone, practice your order out loud before you go. It really helps.
Great advice. Well, I think it's about time to wrap this one up, Janet. Thanks for listening to Everyday English Desk. If this was helpful, please give us a like and subscribe for more episodes.
Your support really helps a lot to create more content to help you improve your English. And also, we'd love to hear your coffee shop stories. Leave us a comment about your first time ordering coffee in English or any funny mistakes you made. We've all been there. See you next time on Everyday English Desk, and happy coffee ordering!